Hello and welcome. This is Dirnan playing Minecraft on the Hippocraft server. Today I need to get some of these villagers out of here. So last episode we went and found some and created some workstations. And I have all the villagers just chilling over there. So I need to put them to use. So I have laid out with some andesite blocks where I would like my trading hall to go. And it stretches from here all the way past to partway through the farm over there. So now I need to clear out and pick which level I want this to be at. Do I want it to be at the same level as where the iron farm is, this level here, or do I want it to be up here on one of these levels? The andesite blocks are just to give me a rough idea of where it'll be. Because my idea is that there'll be a villager here, a space, and then another villager to give them some space to, stand there and not be able to move at all. But then I can put signs next to them to give an idea of what sort of trades they have. And then I'll have storage in the four corners. And it'll be a place where you walk through and there's villagers on either side. And you can get through to the other side. And there'll be a path leading this way as well. If you keep heading this way across this little bog is the horse track. To give you an idea of where I'm at. A few people are on right now and they are racing horses. So you might see some chat about that. But let me clear off some of this stuff and pretty much use all the durability that's left on my shovel. And I was able to knock out a bunch of dirt and replace a bunch of dirt. The andesite blocks are in place to give sort of a template for what's going on, with the villager standing in the corners and yeah, just a big entranceway. I don't know if I'm going to make it a grand, huge thing, but I did have to cut away a lot of this hill. So I might just, once I get stuff in and sort of a roof started, I'll probably bring this back over building a bit. But I do know I need some room behind the villagers. I know I have this floating tree. I'll probably just leave it here and hope that I can put something over the top. Hopefully. I could also just cut it down. Yeah, so now I'm going to get the villager cells set up. So there's a particular way that you put things in place and then the villagers can't move once they get dropped in. And it's the one that I used last season, and I'm pretty sure it'll work again this year in this version. So let's get a couple set up and I'll go over the mechanics of that. This is sort of the basics of this. So there is a iron trapdoor here. And the villager will be standing on this stone pressure plate. And they can't get through this space, even though it looks like I can, but I'm kind of clipping through that. So their hitboxes don't allow them to go through there. And the flower pot, at least in the past, according to Iskal85, allowed the villager to move slightly so that they would more quickly recognize their workstation, which will be right here on this grass block right underneath the trapdoor. And I think I'm gonna use wood around the outside of the cell. I tried stone. It looked very prison-like, and I don't want this to feel like a prison for them. So I think it'll be stone pillars and then probably stripped stone pillars. Wooden pillars maybe, and then stripped wood around the outside, so that a torch will go here, and then stuff will go around the edge to keep them in. So it'll look like this. And then a workstation will be here. You'll be able to bump up it against it and still talk to the guy and trade with them. And yeah, so that's what the villager cell thing will look like. Um, and then a bunch of redstone happens underneath and travels above because up here-ish, the villagers come on a rail and then a piston pushes them off and they land in here. And when they stand on this, redstone happens so that the next villager that comes will just bypass this cell and not get pushed in. So that way I can just have one one rail that leads in from the villager breeder and just takes past every single place and eventually just dumps the minecart over here or over there, depending on which side I start on. So I can keep trading with villagers and getting the next villager in once I've locked the guy in. And if some reason one of them dies, I can send off for another one and it'll just land in there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's build up these things and get these all set up. And then we'll go over kind of what the redstone's supposed to do. And here is one of the little pods set up. I have all the wood in on all of these. And here is what this looks like. So there is an observer that observes this piece of string so that when a villager in a minecart comes across, they hit this. This sends a redstone signal down to this, just like that. Pushes the villager down. Eventually I'll block it all off so they can only go into here. And then when something is standing on there, hopefully that'll work. Nope. Huh. Anyway, when you stand on that, this redstone signal gets lit up, which hits this repeater, which goes into this block, up this redstone chain to that redstone. And this redstone turns, so that'll pretty much turn this off, which will turn this activator rail off, so that when the villager comes along, they'll get hit by this, and this will push them off their minecart, and they get pushed off. So then when that's off, they'll come along, get pushed, but they won't go anywhere because they're in a minecart, and they'll go down to the next one. And if the next one is on, they'll dump into that one. That's how this system works in terms of getting villagers in. And yeah. So without the dirt here, you get kind of an idea of the bare minimum of what I need to have here. The stone brick is where the track is going to be. And I think I'm going to start it on this side just because the rail is already started here. So it's closer. And so I will start feeding in the villagers this way. But I need to get all that redstone in. On each side, I've dug out a huge long tunnel and started to put in blocks that stand in for where redstone needs to go. So I'm going to get all that in, and that'll get done, and I'll bring you back. I've completed all 20 of the little chambers here. They all have observers. They all have all the redstone set up. I need to now enclose them, because as the villager comes across and he gets knocked out of his minecart, he's going to get pushed, but then it's possible if you don't cover up blocks that he'll get knocked off the minecart and teleport like there or there. And then he's just sort of wandering around. So you need to encase this a little bit more so that when he does pop off, the only place he can really land is right back where he was. So I need to come up with how I want this now to look. This is how it looks from the ground, but we need to make it look real nice. I think that I'm ready to test this out with the villager. I'm a little worried that I don't have enough glass. So see if I can get over there with my scaffolding. Come on. Alright. So they could hit here. I'm worried that they might land there. Or that they might land there. So I'm leaving it open for right now, just so that I don't have to go get a whole bunch more glass, because I've spaced out the glass. Hope that doesn't mean that my whole design is wrong. But here we go. I'm going to test it with one guy, and hopefully that villager will get pushed in and land down there. And so that the next guy would then go into the next one. So let's go test out if we can even get a villager out of here. This way, down where they would come out. Put it here. Push, push, push. And didn't work. Why aren't you bouncing off that? Huh. Interesting. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna try and get this villager in here. Maybe it's not going fast enough. No, it's just not bouncing off that. Okay, let's try some stuff. Okay, so now I'm running under the assumption maybe it has to bounce off a full block. And since this needs to be a glass block so I can get into the chest, let's try this one. Hey, got him. Okay, let's follow this guy around. See if he gets there. Might need some more powered rails. But he seems to be moving along just fine. Then he lands there. Nice. So then the minecart should keep going. There it comes. Around, around. Dump out over here. Hello? Okay, so we've got a little issue somewhere. Guessing it's in that corner that I missed turning on something. Alright, let's fill her up here. Ah. Can't come down here because this glass block is here. Okay. Look. So I think this can bump out one more, because this will be the edge of the building. Okay, good to know. So I need to knock all this out and move it one further away so it can come down the slide. And this one can go up. I'm guessing also a person couldn't fit through there. But we have a villager chilling here, and he can't get out. Now I need to put something in front of him so that people can't get to him. Alright, you want to be a librarian? Cool. You got Curse of Vanishing. That is a terrible trade. So I'm going to break this. You're now a regular villager. Be a librarian. Alright, I want a book in the first trade. I want mending in the first trade. I will sit here until you give me what I kind of want. And cool, sun's in the middle of the sky, so I should be able to do this for a little while. Alright, so this villager hall is most of the way done. I need to clean up that. I need to put protection in here in terms of making sure that there's only 2 entrances. And one of the cool things, I have a lot of carpet, so I can dig down 2 levels or 3 levels and then just put several carpets stacked up and then mobs don't know that they can walk across it because they think, oh, that's a pit. I can't walk across that. There's so many villagers I want. I can't get to them. So that is one of the mob proofing ways. And yeah, and I need to put in a cool floor. Yeah. And then just fill it up with villagers. Because now that I have this guy, eventually I'll get trades where he can give me bookshelves. And I can destroy those bookshelves to make more lecterns? Or do you use bookshelves to make lecterns? I don't remember. Lecterns? Do I not know how to make it? Huh. Okay. I thought I had built one, but it's either bookcases or books in general. But yeah, I will bring you back when I've got either good trades or this guy is got some friends that he can talk to. I did a lot of building and got sort of a roof design here. Kind of looks like the inside of a barn. Not saying that these are cattle or anything. I did grind a little bit and get this guy who has mending, which is really nice. It started at 24 emeralds for a mending book. And a little chest here. Already picked up 2 of them. Just been selling paper to him. I've had to put these things in because of my inefficiency in bringing the people over and then trading with them. They like to pick up other people's workstations. So over here I have a farmer who traded with a little bit, and he's got a pumpkin trade, a wheat trade, and a carrot trade. That's really awesome, so I can get emeralds from that guy. I will rename this to wheat, carrot, pumpkin spelling. Just so people have an idea of what is their trades before they head over. Trying to get another librarian, but he liked to pick up this guy's workstation and won't let go of it. And now it's nighttime, so he won't pick up a new profession. So my new idea is to stop them here while they're still in the minecart, and then give them the profession, and figure out while they're in the minecart here, and then we'll send them on their way. And the way that I got this guy over here was that I took out the redstone torches all along there. So that essentially depowered this, which is the same thing as having someone step on the switch. Like this guy stepped on the switch, that powered that off to turn this stuff off. So then I just sent the guy all the way around because I didn't want it to be a mending guy, then a farming guy, then I want librarians on this side and the other stuff and occupations on this side. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if that actually works. We'll see if me putting the workstation back here, if that works. Maybe I even need to move it back further to here, just so they're farther away. And hopefully they'll be like, I'm in a minecart. Oh, I can't reach those things over there. And I can't reach that thing over there. I don't have a profession. That's my plan anyway. Still working on getting this place safe. And working on my aim. Got him. I have a design for using carpet on the floor in here. It might be a little too busy, but I don't know. And then I need to come up with a plan for encasing this and having a little chute, a little hole in the wall that this thing can go out. So still some stuff to work on and finish up before the end of the episode. So I don't know what this guy's all about. I put down a smithing table to make a weaponsmith, or a toolsmith, I guess. And I looked, and no, I'd prefer to trade coal as your first trade so I can get you unlocked down to where I could trade you iron. So you're taking iron and giving me emeralds. But I picked up the smithing table, and he still wants to be a toolsmith. So let's see if he'll switch professions to maybe a weaponsmith, because they also trade iron. And I have a grindstone. Maybe he'll want to switch, or he'll just be a regular villager by the time I get back. By magic? Nope, still a toolsmith. Switch. Get an eye patch. Do it. Do it. Well, there we go. So, let's just send him on, I guess. That didn't really work. I guess I would want a toolsmith just because he could possibly get us enchanted diamond stuff. I don't know why he's going so slow. Probably because it's laggy. And I'm hoping he'll pop up over here. And maybe he won't have profession when he comes over here. Who knows? There he goes. Making his way. And there he is. Hey, look. He doesn't have a profession. And here's where the minecart just kind of dumps itself. So let's try this thing again. Hey, I will take the coal. Double, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get some coal, because, you know, I come to these things prepared. Do I have any coal over here? That was flint. Maybe I don't have any coal. I'd prefer not to trade him for a stone shovel. I have 13 coal, but he wants 15 coal. Alright, back to my base to get this guy some coal. Because he doesn't accept that. Okay, be right back. I've locked this guy in. Let's see if I can't... Okay, get him to upgrade to the next thing to see what sort of... Nice, iron. Ooh, and he'll trade me for a bell. Nice, so now I can just take all the iron that's coming from the iron farm and get emeralds from this guy too. Cool. Let's take chest and leg, and we'll dump this here. Put these guys in there as guy gets us that. Go grab some iron and yeah. If we can't get down to where he unlocks his tools that he's gonna unlock for us. Ouch. Oh, why didn't I get string? Bend string in a hopper? Huh. Alright. See what we can get from this guy. And he locked up real quick. You gonna unlock for me? Nice. Oh, a diamond hoe. Still can't do that. I could trade flint, but no. Huh. I don't want a diamond hoe from you. I guess I don't have enough for a bell. And you don't want to trade that anymore. Yeah? Do you wanna... I don't know when they reset. I think it might be after they sleep, maybe? Okay, so I think that means I'm gonna get another a weaponsmith from the grindstone, and then probably also an armorer, because they all trade iron for emeralds, and iron is something I do have a little bit of. So let's put this back in. The next one will go there. Right, I'm gonna block this guy off just so we don't get confused. We're gonna try again, but this time with a grindstone. Okay, able to get a weaponsmith with the coal trade. Kind of easier to get that than just to spend all sorts of money getting tools that you don't really need. Although he does have an iron axe, which axes are good for chopping down trees, and you can use them for the stripping, because they're just as fast. Once I get what his diamond tools are and his diamond weapons are, then I'll put those on the signs. So, sir, welcome. Okay, that should upgrade you to the next one. See what the next thing is for you. Iron and a bell. Nice. See, again, lock after like 12. I mean, that's better than nothing, yeah? And do you unlock anything else after that? You get me flint again, just like the other guy. Huh. Okay, so a couple more trades needed to get this guy and this guy to unlock. Ooh, this guy's back to being ready. Nice. Take some emeralds. And you get an efficiency 2 diamond axe. And efficiency and unbreaking diamond shovel. Not the best. But there you go. I'm wondering if I'm gonna release this guy. Is that the right word? From service in order to get a toolsmith that does have a really nice pickaxe and axe? Or what? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep this guy even though it's just efficiency 2 and doesn't have a whole lot on the axe? Or do I wait and see what these guys give? I don't know. We'll see. So I think that is going to do it for this episode, as we have built a villager hall and started to get some good trading going on. Some emerald sources and uses for the emeralds, pretty much, is how I see it. And then we'll make it into a nice, hopefully it won't look too much like a barn on the outside. And then we'll be able to use this dirt and just kind of cover over this stuff on one side, so it kind of looks like it was built into the hill a little bit more than it does right now. So thank you for watching. This has been Dirnan, playing Minecraft.